Hi people. So I literally just recorded the part about the difference between a service dog and a pet. She decided I might as well just film another one right now, just while my light's on and my camera's sitting there anyway. So this one is about different types of service dog. Now I wrote some little notes here, but it ended up being a full page. So I might get a little bit distracted looking down at this because, you know, it's not I just glance down and be like, right, yes, I need to talk about that bit because it's all just so muddled. It's gonna distract me a bit, but I will try my best to just try and keep going. So basically, the most obvious type of service dog obviously would be a guide dog for a blind person or a visually impaired person. The most well-known type of bestie, and for years all businesses had guide dogs only rules. And many places actually still have signs that say guide dogs only. I've been to a couple of places like that, got chucked out of a bakery because of that, and said it's not a guide dog, he's not allowed in, and I was like, no, that's illegal. They were like, no it's not, but it is. Also at the cinema, they have, my boyfriend didn't want to go in because he has a feeling we wouldn't be allowed in with my dog, even though I told him legally, we have to be allowed in, and it even shows them on their website that it says that assistance dogs are allowed. So finally agreed, we got there. None of the customer service staff had a problem with me. I bought my tickets, was buying my food, and then a cleaner, of all people, a cleaner, like, I have no issue with cleaners. I would be a cleaner happily. It's a job. Job's a job, who cares? But my point is, right, she's not supposed to interfere with the customers. Customer service should be left to the customer service people. She's a cleaner, her job is to clean, not to come and tell me that I'm not allowed in. But she did. She said, that's not a guide dog, he can't come in. And then the guy serving me actually stuck up for me and said, no, it's an assistance dog, it is allowed in. So she said she was going to go and get the manager, and then 10 minutes later she just never bothered coming back. So then the guy was just like, well, she's not coming back, I'll just serve you. And he said that he never had a problem with my dog, he knew it was allowed in. And so on and so forth. But it's ridiculous in this day and age that, like, that shouldn't keep happening. Like, these places should be aware by now that there's more than one type of service dog. So, anyway, turn the page. Then there's hearing dogs for people who are either deaf or simply hearing impaired. Sorry, something weird. In a way that it's very problematic and they can't hear certain sounds or frequencies, so their dogs are trained to alert them to important sounds. For example, things like doorbell, phone ringing, sirens. That's a very important one. Like, if a deaf person is about to cross the road and they don't hear the sirens, that could be a problem. So that's probably one of the most important things a hearing dog can do, actually, is alert them to sirens. Stuff like that. Oh yeah, I actually intended to teach Marley hearing alerts because being autistic and having sensory issues, I often, like, my brain, like, basically everything, when there's loads of noise, like, everything just gets mashed together in my brain. Like, someone can be sitting next to me talking, but if there's all these other people in the room talking and stuff, or any audio noises, like, I can't take in what they're saying. Like, I'm hearing everything at once, and then it makes no sense. So then I don't pick up on the important sounds. Like, basically my phone can be ringing, my smoke alarm can be going off, like anything like that, I won't pick up on it. Like, technically I'll hear it, like the noise goes in my ears, it's like the signal doesn't get to my brain to tell me, like, that's a noise that I need to react to. So I was going to start teaching Marley to respond to different noises. I did start with teaching him to react to my phone ringing. We only done it a few times and then I actually completely forgot about it, so I'm gonna start getting back to that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna teach him to alert to phone ringing, knocks on the door, buzzer going, possibly the ding from my cooker. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that through here. I can't. That's the problem, but if it's possible for him to hear it through here, I'm definitely going to teach him to alert to that. Also, there are medical alert and response dogs. For example, seizure alert, diabetic alert, cardiac alert, and even migraine alerts. Someone actually once said to me, like, when I mentioned that he was training migraine alerts and stuff, they were like, so basically you need to take your dog into a shop in case you get a little headache. Like, why are people such absolute arseholes? No, a migraine is not a little fucking headache. And I get headaches all the time, and even then, they're not little headaches, they're massive headaches, like almost as bad as migraines. But no, when I got migraines, it's not just a headache, it's like I have to keep my eyes closed because the lights hurt like hell and I feel like I'm gonna throw up and just horrible, 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 and then my head going bang, bang, bang on top of all the other symptoms that it comes with. And I cannot stand it. It makes me useless all day. Like, I can't function. I can barely function with a headache, but with a migraine, like, I cannot do it. I'm useless for the whole day. And if I rarely take painkillers, I don't see the point. They never really work for me. And it's just, I don't like swallowing random tablets, so I try not to take them. But if he tells me it's like, if I think I'm just getting a little headache, then I'll try and not take anything. However, if he tells me that I'm going to get a migraine, then I will take painkillers, because as long as I take them before it comes fully on, then like they do. Well, sometimes they work. Usually they do. Sometimes they might not. Hopefully they do. Usually they do if I'm lucky. But like if I don't know in advance and then take painkillers after it starts, it makes absolutely no difference. It doesn't touch the side. Absolute nightmare. So also, then there's mobility dogs, which can range from very light stuff such as just fetching items or opening and closing doors, pressing the lift button, helping someone tidy up, emptying washing machine, stuff like that. And then there's also like other like what's called heavy mobility? I don't know. Like, let's just call it full-blown mobility. There you go. We'll call it that. Where the dog needs to be at least a certain size. Like I think it's at least half the handler's weight. It has to be or something. So that it can do like proper mobility tasks, like helping people stand up and stuff. And that's it, helping someone stand up, sit down, counterbalance, stuff like that, and forward momentum. So those are all mobility tasks. Then there's psychiatric dogs, which a lot of people mistake these for emotional support animals. They're not emotional support animals, and it infuriates me when people say that. I get it all the time, especially because Marley's a little tiny fluffy chihuahua. I mean, for a chihuahua, he's far from tiny. Like, I actually had a lot of people ask if he's a cross because they say he's really big. And when I went to get him and saw his parents, that's the first thing I thought. I thought, they're not chihuahuas. They're too big. Like, they were huge. So I was so confused. Like, they're a lot bigger than him. Where is he? He's down there. He's small compared to his parents, but his parents were huge. And he's still quite big. But yeah, but because he's little and cute and fluffy, people are like, no, that's not a service dog, that's just an emotional support dog. He can't do anything for you. What kind of tasks can he do? No, there's nothing he can do. Blah, de, blah, de, blah, de, blah. I hate people, by the way, can you tell? Yeah, so basically with an ESA, it's a glorified pet. It really is. Like, they can be helpful to people, but they're still a glorified pet. I mean, pets do help people. A lot of people, when they're left or really depressed or something, they'll get a pet for emotional support. It's the exact same thing, except that they just call it a pet rather than calling it an emotional support animal. So, yeah, glorified pet. I'm not hating on anyone that has an ESA, because I've considered every pet I've ever had to be an ESA. I've never used that term for it, but that's what I liked about having pets, emotional support. But with a psychiatric service dog, they are not just there for emotional support. They are actually task trained in the same way that every other kind of service dog is, except obviously they have like different kinds of tasks. So they, find out where I am in my notes now because I've been talking. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Lost it. Apparently I just wrote about essays, right? So basically, with psychiatric dogs, the kind of tasks they can do are things like deep pressure therapy, crowd control, blocking, like either the front or the back at the side. Like, you know, for anyone that doesn't know what that means, it means that basically you have, just say you want a side block, you put your dog like beside you at the side there so that no one gets too close there, or you have it behind you, standing behind you so that no one gets too close to your back, stuff like that. They can also stand next to you but face the other way and watch behind you and tell you if anyone's coming, if anyone's getting too close. Marley does that when I'm at the cash machine and stuff. It's great. Or at checkouts and stuff. Usually I don't like in any other situations, usually I don't really get him to do that because I prefer him to just be focused on me. But checkouts and cash machines, I do make him do that because I don't want someone running up behind me when I've got my bank card and my money in my hand. Who does? What else was that? Yeah, self-harm interruptions. Ooh, checking a room. I keep going off camera. Yeah. I haven't even realised. I'm just looking at Marley. I just realised I'm going off camera. This video is going to end up really bad. I can't bother filming it again, so sorry, people. I never forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so there's checking rooms, like so if people with PTSD or whatever, or even just if you got really, really bad anxiety and you think someone's in your house sneaking in another room or something, then get your dog to check the room. Can't really think of anything else. I know there is a lot more. I'm trying to think of things that Marley does. Ooh, like when if I'm like hitting myself, or even if just when I'm upset, like if I'm sitting on the couch, Marley will jump up next to me, and if I'm hitting myself, I'm gonna lift my knees up a bit. Like usually I'm not gonna do it so I'm running over, but like I go like on my knees, and then he'll come up and he'll pounce like that and hold my arm down. But then when it gets this side, he'll get his head and go push my hand up and then make me start petting him. So as well as being a self-harm interruption, like the second part where he pushes my hand up with his head, like sometimes he'll do that if, like just say if I'm crying or something. Like the other day I started crying watching a film. I'm not going to say what film because I will get laughed at. But basically I started crying. It was, and my boyfriend was sitting just next to me, like on the other couch. I did not want him to notice that I was crying because it was just not the kind of thing that people would usually cry about. So yeah, I wouldn't make any noise, sitting there completely silent, just some little tears running down my face, and then one tiny little sniff, like, that was it. I mean, I sniff a lot. I've got like a nose thing. Even when I was a little baby, I used to just sniff constantly, my dad said. So yeah, basically I didn't think Marley was going to notice. Well, if I'm crying my eyes out, yeah, he does notice and he does come to help. But this time I was so quiet, I didn't think, what the hell, I didn't think he would notice. But he did. Immediately turned around, looked at me, jumped up on me, and then got his head about and done that and trying to make me pet him until I stopped crying. And it's so cute. I love my little man. My eyes look so funny when, like, I need to find a better angle for my phone because the way I'm looking at it, right, and I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at myself, looking down there and make sure it's still recording, and then looking up here, and then my eyes just look all weird. Like, it looks like I'm stoned or something, and I'm not. Someone put on one of my videos the other day, you look like you're on crack. Wait, what the hell? If I was on crack, my eyes would be like, not like, which is what I like. Anyway, totally off topic here, but wouldn't be one of my videos if it didn't go off topic and if I wasn't talking a load of shite. Anyway, I've got a really dry mouth, so I need to go, and plus, I think I'm about done there. And was there any other types of... I don't know. If I've missed out any types of service dog, leave a comment below and let me know. Or also, even on any of these videos that I make, if there's anything that I forget to mention, or if there's anything that you think I've said wrong, again, leave a comment below, let me know. And if you're right, I'll change it. I'll try and change it, or at least I'll put a note in the, what's it called, in the little information box or anything. Anyway, to those, stay safe people, I love you all, take care of your doggies, and bye for now.